Welcome everyone to the Ansalduas International Bridge full cargo braking ceremony. Bienvenidos a todos. My name is Juan Olaguibel, Superintendent of Bridges. The full cargo project signifies a new era for international commerce in this region and beyond. It's a long, long trajectory that we've traveled, and I'm so happy to see everyone here. Thank you for being here. As we begin the program, I would like to acknowledge people and amazing community partners that have fought hard for this project, supported this project, joined the vision and ambition to see this project through. So first, of course, I'd like to introduce Ana Garcia from the Senator Cornyn's office, State Representative Sergio Munoz, State Representative Terry Canales, State Representative Bobby Guerra, Laura Matamoros from Congressman Vicente Gonzalez's office, Hidalgo County Commissioner Everardo Villarreal, from Henry Cuellar's office, Roberto Basal, Mayor Sergio Coronado, Mayor Nori Gonzalez, from TxDOT Pete Alvarez, Bridge Board Member Veronica Whitaker, Bridge Board Member Jim Darling, Bridge Board Member Martina Ansaldúa. We have our City Manager Julian Gonzalez, City Manager of Mission Randy Perez, my City Manager from the City of McAllen, Roy Rodriguez. We have our City Commissioners Omar Quintanilla present. We have Commissioner Victor Sevi Haddad, Commissioner Pepe Cabeza de Vaca, Commissioner Tony Aguirre. We have friends from GSA as well. We have our, from the Mexican Consul, Hugo Oliva. We have Yolanda Parra, U.S. Consul in Matamoros. Our MEDC President, Keith Patridge. Mayor Granjeno Yvette Herrera, Mayor. We have representing Reynosa Mayor Carlos Peña. We also have PTA President Joaquin Spammer. From Index Nuevo León, we have Selena Fernandez. We have from the Chamber of Commerce, Josh Mejia. MISD Board of Trustee, Tony Farina, I think he's out there. From NatBank, we have John Beckham. From D. Wilson, we have Josue Reyes. And I can proceed with all our colleagues from the City of McAllen. I have, from the airport, we have Liz Juarez. I saw Carlos Espinosa, Danny Malin, Mike Hernandez, Rebecca Clavel, everybody from the city. Thank you very much. Our colleagues are the best of the best. And that is the reason why I like coming to work so much, because you can always count on these people for everything. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Now to start the program, well, to continue with the program, we'll have some remarks from Mayor Javier Villalobos.
And good morning, everybody. You know, it's so lovely to be out here today, and what a wonderful day to do this. And the only concern I have is we have all the elected officials in Hidalgo County, so who's taking care of business over there? So, but anyway, you see the heavy equipment, we know there's something good going on. There's a lot of people we need to thank. A lot of people put their hands on this project for a long time, and I know we're going to forget some people, but we're going to try our best. This is something that we've been working on for a long time, so we need to make sure that we recognize some of these individuals, starting from our County Judge and former Mayor of McAllen, Richard Cortez. We have, of course, former mayor and still sitting on our bridge board, Mayor Jim Darling. Thank you, Jim, for everything you've done for us. We have our International Bridge Board composed of different, of course, Mayor Cabrera, Commissioner Whitaker, and different people that have been very instrumental throughout this project. Thank you all so much for what you do. And of course, we have to thank our administration. Roy, everybody in the staff, thank you for all the hard work you do. It is amazing. Without our staff, without our extraordinary staff, this would not be possible. Thank you all very much. I also have to thank, of course, former Bridge Director of Villarreal, who was instrumental in the beginning of this, but now Juan Olagavel, our Bridge Director and my travel companion in Mexico. I have seen what he does, what we do in Mexico. Juan, thank you for everything you do and for what we're trying to do together for our community. Without these individuals, things would be a lot more difficult. And of course, we have our partners, the City of Mission. Nori just jumped in and she's in it. Thank you very much. And of course, we got to thank also former Mayor Ocaña and all the staff, city managers from the City of Mission. Hidalgo, Mayor Coronado, your staff has been amazing throughout this journey. Thank you all so much for everything you do. Mayor Cabrera, thank you for what you all have done. This would not have happened without the partnership that we have. Thank you all so much. And then we get to our state legislators, our valley delegation. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you all that have done so much to bring this project to fruition. But I do have to give a special thanks to Chairman Canales, Senator Hinojosa, that were instrumental in passing some legislation that was very critical for our funding, because for sometimes we couldn't do this. Thank you, Senator Hinojosa. Thank you, Chairman Canales. We get to the federal level. You know, whenever we need something, who do we call? Senator Cornyn. Here we go. Anna, I think I saw Anna here. Anytime we need something, we make the call. Whether it's Senator Cornyn, his staff, they're always ready to answer. And then at the end, let me tell you a little something. Juan and I are driving, getting close to Monterrey. And he's driving because he drives over there. I'm not good at it. Well, I kind of fell asleep getting to Monterrey, and I get a call. I wake up and it says Washington, D.C. So I thought, well, Mayorkas has called from Washington. The White House has called. What's going on? I picked up the phone. The connection wasn't very good. Mayor Villalobos, yes. This is Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Whoa, hold on a second. And you know what? That was cool. But what was cool was his next sentence. Mayor, congratulations. We have awarded the city of McAllen a $25 million infra grant. That was amazing. So of course, we want to thank the Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg for realizing the importance of South Texas and realizing the importance of this project. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, thank you so much. Now, we talk about Mexico. Why are Juan and I in Mexico all the time? Well, not all the time, but quite often. Well, it's very simple. It's very simple. We are making friends. As a matter of fact, we have our friends, our mayor from Carmen, And see what happens? Establishing relationships. Apodaca has 63 industrial parks. Guadalupe has 14 industrial parks. Dr. Gonzalez, 2. Carmen has 4, and in talking to the governor, Samuel, we know that so many companies are moving back from overseas to North America. And where are they relocating? Northern Mexico, Nuevo León, and possibly Tamaulipas. And what do we have? Well, we have an international bridge. And what are we trying to do? We're working together. They need us, and we need them. So Juan, thank you very much for always doing. I see what he does. It's incredible. We're working it. So when you see us in Mexico, we're working for you. And then people think, okay, another bridge or another. Well, you know what? Let me tell you about Anzalduas. Anzalduas, we don't necessarily compete. We think about FAR. FAR need some help right now. There's so much traffic right now. What is this gonna do? This is it's gonna complement the different bridges from Laredo to FAR. Think about traffic congestion, especially the trailers. The trailers, the congestion. This will alleviate some of the congestion. It will speed up the passing. It will alleviate some of the cost of fuel because they'll be able to pass instead of waiting. They'll be able to, the emissions, the supply chain, which is so important right now, will speed up because that's something that's defeating our country right now. And we are playing a very important part in it all. We are very proud. Now, the cost of this project, approximately $82 million. That's a lot of money. But thank you to Secretary Buttigieg and the $25 million IMPRO grant, we reduced it just a little bit. Thank you to State Senator Chuy Hinojosa, Chairman Canales, and our Valley delegation, grant of about $22 million, we reduced it a little bit. So our responsibility is a difference, and thanks to the NatBac representatives, we will be getting a loan for, and I believe the rate is approximately about 3%, and you don't get that anywhere right now. We are very proud of this project and what we've done and what we are doing, and of all the partnerships we have made, including here, Mission, Hidalgo, Granjeno, everybody, and our partners in Carmen and Apodaca and Nuevo León. It's an amazing project. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor right now to serve as your mayor. It is a great honor. God bless you, and God bless this project.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Now a few words from Mayor of the City of Mission, Nori Gonzalez.
Good morning, everybody. It is truly an honor to be here because this project is an amazing project. It's been in the works for approximately 10 years, probably since Ansaldo was opened up. I've not been the mayor of Mission for very long, so I'm very honored and very happy to be in this position right now because this is going to make our area grow tremendously. This isn't only going to impact the areas that are in proximity to this bridge, but this is going to have an impact in our region, our state, and even internationally. I'm so excited about all the projects that are already coming in. Industrial parks are going to be opening, and they're going to be filling up really, really quickly. And we're so excited about that because what that means to us is that means thousands, probably thousands of jobs. So today, Mayor Villalobos, thank you so much for your talk. I mean, you basically thanked everybody that needed to be thanked, and I'd like to echo those thoughts of gratitude. I too would like to thank our current and our past Bridge Board members, to include Mayor Norberto Salinas and Mayor Ocaña, and probably one of my favorite mayors, Jim Darling, back there. So again, I'm just so happy to be here, and so happy to be here at 2022 in Hidalgo County. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for being here, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. There's two people more energetic than I, and they're both behind me, and that's one Chairman Canales, and the other one I'm going to introduce. So, City of Hidalgo's Mayor, Sergio Coronado.
Good morning, everyone. It's a great honor to be here. The North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, passed by 3 great countries, has been a cornerstone for this land. Almost 9 million jobs in the U.S. depend on trade and investment. Over $2.4 billion worth of goods and services cross the Mexico, U.S., Canada borders every single day. Most importantly, the total international trade for Texas is over $1 billion on a daily basis. Those facts show the dimension of the free trade agreement. We should take advantage of it and expand our potential to benefit our region. The master plan of building and opening new full cargo facilities here in Mission, in partnership with McAllen, City of Hidalgo, and Granjeno, is part of the vision to continue developing the Rio Grande Valley. The economy of our region depends not only on its people, but also on its infrastructure and mobility. With this project, our cities will be able to attract more industry, more businesses, and consequently, more jobs. With our vision and the partnership among the different cities, I anticipate that by 2050, we will have one of the best and biggest economies in Texas. The Valley is the land of the entrepreneurs. Our region and our people are ready for this and any other challenges to come. Let's do this together. Let's transform our context and bring more economy to our community. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor. Now, next speaker I'm going to be presenting is the epitome of relentless. I've always said this. When you ask for how to identify one person, or what is one person, how you can describe a person, and I always use that word relentless because that's what it took to get this project going. And so I'll let the next speaker speak, and that is my city manager, Roy Rodriguez.
Wow. You know, I did everything I possibly could not to pass out. I'm about to hyperventilate, I think. But I think this is the best time for me to tell my mayor and commissioners that I will be in Mexico next week on vacation. That's a true story. What a great day this is for our region and certainly for the Anzalduas Bridge Board. Congratulations to those Bridge Board members, past and present, and to our partners, the City of Mission, City of Hidalgo, and Granjeno. What an amazing day this really is. I want to thank all of you for being here today. The sheer number of people represented here should tell the world the importance and the magnitude of this project. But most importantly, I want to thank God for getting us here and allowing this day to happen. Please do that. Really, for giving us the fortitude to keep grinding for this project, to keep working for a community that we love. You know, we have been told that He will never give us a challenge that we can't overcome. It's up to us. It has been 8 years that we've been working basically daily to get this day to happen. For this cargo port, and for many, a project that thought would never happen. But here we are. Thank you. This cargo port will change the face of the Rio Grande Valley in general, and Hidalgo County specifically. What this project does, quite simply, is to ensure that the companies working on both sides of the border continue to have the opportunity to expand and succeed. Our goal has been to increase capacity for cargo in order to improve mobility northbound and southbound through this beloved border. It also invites more manufacturing, logistics, and others to start a new venture and expand existing ones, because capacity will double in Hidalgo County for cargo. Imagine that, doubling our capacity for cargo in Hidalgo County. Imagine what it'll do to our region, for our state, and for our country. There is no doubt that this project has national significance. In fact, that is part of the very criteria required to receive an infra grant that was awarded for this project by the United States Department of Transportation. Secretary Buttigieg agreed that this was absolutely a project of national significance. So I want to thank him again, as the mayor did, as well as Deputy Secretary Polly Trottenberg, who met with me and my staff just 2 weeks ago to ensure that this day would happen. Obviously, it has been a labor of love by so many of us here today, including all of the very, very important people behind me. Senator Cornyn, Annie, thank you for being here. Congressmen, state elected officials that have supported us throughout the years and given us hope for this mammoth of a project to become a reality. The district engineer also had a hand here, and I want to thank him for his efforts and commitment to prioritize wisely. Thank you, Pete. To Juan Olaguibel, you're gonna hear everybody talk about Juan. He's like magic, he's everywhere. And I wanna thank him for being really at my side throughout this incredible heck of a ride that we've had. He's been like our ambassador to Mexico. The days that we were in DC, I flew home, he flew to Mexico City. Thank you. And to all of my staff that, I tell you what, they just work tirelessly to make these things happen. They may not be here at the podium or behind me, but believe me, they're there every day ensuring that these types of projects get done for our community. We look forward to working with our partners at CBP, including my great friend, Carlos Rodriguez, the Port Director. And finally, I want to thank the Mayor and the City Commission of McAllen. Obviously, we can't do it without the partners that we've already mentioned, but the Mayor and Commissioners always showing the abundance of courage to do these projects that many can only dream of. Thank you, Mayor, Tony, Joaquin, Omar, Rudy, Sebi, and Pepe. You are the epitome of leadership and strength that the entire region and the state of Texas look to for guidance. Your steady hand will continue to make our region the envy of the state of Texas. See you all here in 2024 when we get those trucks through here. God bless you.
Thank you, Roy. And now we'd like to introduce you our next speaker, and that would be Chairman, State Representative Terry Canales.
Good morning. It's a glorious day today. Roy, you think you're excited? I spilled coffee on myself getting up here, and I said, but nothing is going to ruin this day for me. Today is a culmination of over a decade of work, of people building on each other, relationships. The expansion of this bridge is an expansion of two economies, two countries, and an expansion of relationships that will change the face in the generations to come of the Rio Grande Valley. There's about 150 maquiladoras right here and about 175 or 750 manufacturing centers within 150 miles of here. The difference that this is going to make on border wait times is going to be incredible. Border wait times affect everything, as you've heard. Cost us billions of dollars. From El Paso to here, it's something that we face, and it's something that we've been challenged with. The reality is I'm so honored to have played a part in this. Senator Hinojosa is not here today, but I spoke to him. He'd asked me to tell you that he really wanted to be here, but he played a huge role in making this happen. The reality is between these two countries, we have one of the greatest blessings. We focus a lot of times on border security, but that's one component of what we do here. We have economic security, food security, job security. That's what we're doing here today. We're bolstering the future of the Rio Grande Valley. The Rio Grande Valley already has an immense footprint on the economic status of what Texas is. This is just the beginning. We are going to be the world leader in trade when it comes to moving cargo from one country to another. I thank every single person. I would be remiss if I did not tell you all how amazing our district engineer is, Pete Alvarez. Pete, thank you for everything that you do, man. Just recently, the speaker tasked my committee with studying ports of entry, from land ports of entry to sea ports of entry. And I was just asked by a reporter today, don't you think that people are going to criticize you for focusing too much on the Rio Grande Valley because transportation is all of Texas? And I said, what you need to realize is this affects all of Texas. This affects all of the United States. And focusing on the Rio Grande Valley is of the utmost importance for the state of Texas and the future of our nation. I'm here. Our region is often characterized as a war zone. It is not. It is a trade zone. We recently had seen, in the recent past, we'd seen our country was in a recession. When our country was in a recession, we were not here. The economy here is so strong because we're so blessed geographically with having a partner that bolsters our economy, the largest trading partner with the state of Texas, Mexico. A beautiful country, a beautiful place, a beautiful culture, beautiful people, and a hell of a blessing for the state of Texas. This is a pivotal moment, not only for the Rio Grande Valley, but for the entire United States. That's why the federal government is playing a part in this. What I can tell you is that we know that our familia, our friends over there in Laredo, they may move more trucks. Sorry, Mayor, you said it wasn't a competition, but we're coming for that title. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Now, honored to introduce our next speaker, the Representative Sergio Munoz.
Good morning, and first of all, Roy, are we invited to go with you on vacation? Or maybe. But really, I just want to thank you all for the opportunity to be here this morning, and just to thank each and every one of the individuals and the different entities that played a part in making this project become a reality. And as you heard from many of the speakers before me, the significance that it plays not only for the area here in the region, but throughout the state, throughout the United States. In fact, now the important task that we have is making sure that we can continue to align the interests of international trade and commerce with education, with economic development, not only for the area, but for the whole Rio Grande Valley. And one of the things that Mayor Villalobos mentioned that's really important is not losing sight that together we can always make things happen and be more efficient in accomplishing our goals. He thanked the city of Granjeno, he thanked Mission, he thanked Hidalgo, and how important role that they play in making sure that we make all these projects go forward, and how much they support the efforts of the bridge and all the people around them. So on behalf of us, on behalf of the people who represent the state, I know Chairman Canales and Representative Guerra, Senator Hinojosa, and all the other colleagues here from the Rio Grande Valley really need to find a way, as we have been before, to continue to bring our fair share to the Rio Grande Valley, not only on the state level, but also on the federal level. And I know this session we are looking at about a $27 billion surplus, everything that we hear. But I know for all of us here, we know that a lot of that money could be used to come back to the taxpayers and the people that contribute a significant portion of that here in the Rio Grande Valley. So thank you very much. God bless you and congratulations.
Thank you, State Rep. Our next speaker is State Representative Babiara.
You know, folks, I don't have a whole lot to add to what the speakers here have already said, but I will say one thing. As a child growing up in the Rio Grande Valley, it is amazing to see the growth that we are experiencing right now, but not only growth, controlled growth, and for that we have to thank our leaders. We really do. Give them a big hand, please. And I'll just make this comment very briefly, but I will tell you that on the internet you can watch us on the floor working, but we have to work as hard as we can across the aisle. And it is incumbent upon us to bring down as many representatives and state leaders as we can to this area to see how beautiful this area is. They're absolutely amazed when they come here. And they will ask me, what can we do to help the state of Texas, but also the nation continue to grow? And we know that your area is very, very important to that growth. And so for that, I want to thank all my colleagues, Chairman Canales, Senator Hinojosa, and the Valley delegation. When you see us on the internet, when the session was going on, you'll see us huddled together. And why are we doing that? We do that because we want to make sure that our colleagues understand the direction that we all should be going, and we work hand in hand together. And so Chairman Canales, Sergio Munoz, Senator Hinojosa, well, the whole delegation. We work very closely together, and I think that's very, very important for these type of projects to continue to move this area forward. God bless you, and thank you for your commitment to the Rio Grande Valley.
Thank you. Next speaker is someone that whenever you call, it's almost like if you're speaking to Senator Cornyn. She's always answering. She's when you have a problem or an issue or just even seldom is the time that we call to say thank you, thank you, thank you, but usually because we need something. But it's like if you were speaking to Senator John Cornyn. So our next speaker is Ana Garcia.
Thank you so much, Juan. I think I'd like to start by saying what a great day it is today, but more importantly, when you are able to gather your state, federal, and local leadership all together, and including our friends, in Mexico. This is what it's about. This is how we get things done. So I applaud everybody here and applaud everybody that's been part of this project because it's been a long time in the making. So Senator Cornyn could not be here to join you today, but he did ask that I read a letter on his behalf. It says, "Dear friends, while I am not able to be with you today, I applaud the $83 million investment for the Anzalduas International Bridge full cargo project. This will serve, it's a big deal, my friends. This will serve as a meaningful investment to support the ongoing local efforts and partnerships to complete the project. Congratulations to Mayor Javier Villalobos, the Anzalduas International Bridge Board, and of course Juan, who I think everybody who has spoken, very highly of. You're a great partner, Juan. It's been a pleasure working with you, as it has been with our past predecessor, Rigoberto Villarreal, along with our Mayor Jim Darling, and of course our mayors that are here today. Juan, thank you for what you do. We truly appreciate you. The relationship between Texas and our friends in Mexico is essential to both of our countries. The Anzalduas International Bridge continues to be a crucial connection point for our local and U.S. economies. In Congress, I am proud to advocate for projects like this that embrace roads and bridges across Texas, which are vital to the strength of our communities and our nation. This expansion will streamline trade with our international partners, benefit our border communities, and bolster economic prosperity in the Rio Grande Valley. It truly is an honor to celebrate today's groundbreaking and how significant this will be for generations to come. The Anzalduas International Bridge stands to exemplify the successful work of our local, state, and federal government partners and what can be accomplished for the Lone Star State. Thank you all, and may God continue to bless the Rio Grande Valley and the great state of Texas. Sincerely, United States Senator John Cornyn. And before I close, I'd be remiss, but Roy, thank you for everything that you do for the city of McAllen. I appreciate your friendship over the years. And as they mentioned, Pete, you do an incredible job, so thank you for what you do. Again, thank you on behalf of Senator John Cornyn.
Thank you, Ana. Now we have a speaker, speaking on behalf of Congressman Gonzalez, we have Laura Matamoros.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. Congressman Vicente Gonzalez could not be here today, but he asked me to read a letter on his behalf. Congratulations to the City of McAllen for the Anzalduas Bridge expansion project that will construct commercial inspection facilities at the Anzalduas Land Port of Entry. This is a significant day for all the partners involved, most importantly for the entire Rio Grande Valley. I would like to thank Mayor Villalobos and the mayors of the City of Mission, the City of Granjero, and the City of Hidalgo, along with state and federal partners for their tireless efforts and supports to help make this project a reality for South Texans. Thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, we were able to secure $25 million from the U.S. Department of Transportation for the expansion of this project under the Infra Grant Program. Additional funding from this bill is being delivered to this region to assure that the Rio Grande Valley remains an economic powerhouse. The expansion of this project will upgrade the Anzalduas Bridge crossing to full commercial service that will address system vulnerabilities and increase economic competitiveness for commercial freight traffic crossing the border. I'm excited to hear about all the future success this project will bring to the communities, the region, and its residents. Again, congratulations on such an accomplishment, and thank you all for what you do for our communities. Please know that my doors are always open, and I look forward to continuing to work with all of you for years to come. Sincerely, Vicente Gonzalez, Member of Congress. Thank you.
Thank you. We now have, next speaker is our U.S. Consul in Matamoros, Yolanda Parra.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be here today and to see everybody and to be a part of this such an exciting next step. And for our side in the U.S. Consulate in Matamoros, where we cover all of Tamaulipas, this year we celebrate the 200th anniversary of the bicentennial relationship between Mexico and the United States on December 12th. So this is so timely for all of us to be here together, because that shows the diplomatic relations that we have had for 200 years is really promoting the economic prosperity that we all have been talking about, the relationships that we have here and that we continue to build and have been building. And this is such an important next step in that process. Economic prosperity, but it's also about uniting families, building a better communities and relationships between both of our countries. So thank you so much, and such an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Consul. Our next speaker is from TxDOT, Engineer Pete Alvarez.
Morning, folks. Took the liberty of writing down a couple of notes. Hopefully I won't miss anybody. At TxDOT, we always start our meetings with a safety minute. So I'll take this opportunity to remind us all, focus on the task at hand when you're driving, and that is to drive. Please do not be distracted. It's been 22 years since there was a lifeless or a deathless day in the state of Texas, and so we ask for your help. I want to thank the elected officials and their staffs for doing an outstanding job. When it comes to projects like this, it really comes down to partnership, communication, and things of that nature. Usually when I speak, several words that do come out of my mouth regularly: partnership, regionalization, freight and trade, movement of people and goods, and economic development opportunities. All those things are associated with this project that's forthcoming. So I do want to continue the great communication that we do have. Communication is key, partnership is key. If we need something, let's work together. Pick up the phone, give me a call. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Pete. Come to the end of our speakers, and I've always wanted to say this, but our next speaker is our banker, John Beckham.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Juan, because that's a first in 30 years of being a banker that people like hearing from us. But really, thank you very much for the warm welcome of everybody here in the Rio Grande Valley. Mayor Villalobos, Manager Rodriguez, and Juan, for the trust you gave with the NAD Bank. I'm joined by my colleague, Carrie Bergman, who worked on this project. And just a little background, the bank is a binational bank owned by Mexico and the United States, designed to do exactly these kinds of projects, to invest in infrastructure that improves the environment, the economic well-being of our communities on both sides of the border. So we're really pleased to be here. And I will repeat the immense amount of collaboration that's taken place, because it was far deeper and far greater than we understood until we came here this morning. And everyone knows there's a huge need for investment in infrastructure to keep the good things going here. Since NAFTA, trade's grown from 175 billion to well over 600 billion, and Texas DOT anticipates that the cross-border traffic is going to triple in the next 25 years. So the key challenge everyone here recognizes is how do we keep this going sustainably for the well-being of everybody. And I think the collaborations you guys have here is exactly how it can happen. And we are really honored to be a partner in that process. We invested in Ansalduas because we believe in a couple basic premises. First, if we reduce the wait time, we increase economic and well-being activity for the greater nations and the local economies. There was a recent study done by the Atlantic Council that said a 10-minute wait, a reduction in 10-minute wait can permit $26 million worth of extra cargo to cross the border. Here in this project, we anticipate saving 34 minutes at FAR by opening up this traffic lanes. That is a substantial improvement in the economic activity and the well-being. What really gets us excited as well at the NAD Bank are the environmental benefits. In the first year of operation alone, we think that reduction in wait time is going to save over 19,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide going into the atmosphere and 15 metric tons of diesel particulate matter that just comes up and can be a risk to health for the local communities who have to live around this. So we really think this is a win-win solution for a sustainable, greener economy that the border region has to meet the challenges going forward. And I know today's a day of celebration. We are happy to be here, as I said, to be part of it, but there's more to be done, and at NAD Bank we're committed to doing more of that. There's a lot of investment we have to do on the other side, and we're working with the Secretaría de Infraestructura y Comunicaciones y Transportes, Secretaría de Administración Tributaria, our partners here at the McAllen Bridge Authority, to finish out the design and scoping of the corresponding investments that need to be made on the other side, so we really optimize and maximize the trade relationship and the binational relationship for the benefit of Texas, Tamaulipas, United States, and Mexico. And thank you very much for your time. Look forward to it. Oh, I have it highlighted here, but I almost missed it. I have to recognize the support of Senator Cornyn, Congressman Henry Cuellar, both for this project as well as the NAD Bank. I also want to recognize the instrumental work that's already been cited of State Representative Hinojosa and Terry Canales, Bobby Guerra, and Sergio Munoz. Thanks a lot for your support of this project. Thanks for your support for the bank. Pleasure to meet you all. Thanks.
Well, thank you very much. That concludes the speakers. And what we're going to be asking next is if you have a shovel, one of these, we're going to be asking you to please join us at the shovel ceremony. And for the rest, we have, if you could still stay here with us, we're going to have lunch available after the ceremony. So, están en su casa.